Okay.
All right, thank you. Betty from us to drive APC comments on borrowing is reckless and insensitive and wicked. In fact, it's an self-indictment to compare Nigeria with America in terms of profile. America is a producing nation, while Nigeria is a consuming nation. Anyway, I don't blame him. His principals have completed. Um, okay. A serious government will reduce cost of running government and cut frivolities and extravagant waste on recurrent expenditure of virtue from us to drive. And lastly, this government particularly has been playing pranks, all in attempts to permanently put education in a coffin. What do you expect? Is it not ironical that absurd that people without okay, don't worry. You expect any good results? Do they value education in the first place? Go and ask their. Okay, thank you. This is giving me headache. KD, let's pause here. Off the mic, KD. Okay? All right. That's the much I can take on today's edition of the program. It's an abridged edition, like I said, making way for my voices at Atinuke Nukay in the studio. Good morning. See you tomorrow.
Meeting a woman on the internet.
Women Voices on Silverbird Reading 94.7 FM highlights challenges women face by educating and enlightening the public with the aim of changing stereotypes that affects the progress and development of Nigerian.
How do you like that?
It brings to fore the issues of rape, sexual and gender-based violence, harmful cultural and religious practices, amongst others. Every Wednesday by 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Silverbird Reading 94.7 FM, Abuja.
A very good morning to you, Abuja. Glad it's not as cold as it used to be. Today, I woke up very well, even though I was snoozing the alarm over and again, but I had to get going. It's Women Voices, people, on your favorite dial, Rhythm 94.7 FM, Atinuke Nukay. And today, we're not shaking tables today. We're going to go light. We're going to talk about our mental health, our workplace, and then, just in case your motivational and mental health is and the independent woman in you is getting drained and you probably have 1% left. I have a career coach, a trainer. I don't like to call her a motivational speaker, it sounds cliche. So barrister Njuara Njama, how are you doing today?
I'm excited to be here. Thank you, Nikki, for having me.
You look beautiful. Oh, and radiant as usual.
Thank you
Your
so
smile.
much. Thank you so much.
I always follow the Talk Office, and the reason I had always followed the Talk Office even before I got to know you in
Oh,
person.
okay.
Yes. And I'm usually the kind of person who I like doing independent woman and all that. But there's this time it's just like, is this independent woman what things the by force and all that. You're going to talk about a lot of things, but let's go on a quick break, and then when we come back, I know you
Sure,
are
sure.
packed
I'm
with a
itching.
lot of things. I know. So just let's take this quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about this and a lot more. Please don't touch that dial. Before you open the
94.7.
Okay.
don't pause, we'll leave it like that. We're sorry for the break in transmission. Blame it on me. Femi Obanebe is DJ Lamborghini, right? Yes.
Which other woman? So do you like this little mix woman?
What does it talk
Nicki
about?
Minaj. What does it talk about? Jane.
So,
No, I'm just recording. It's not.
oh, it's not live.
No,
Then you can off it.
no, don't worry. I'll
Sure.
edit it out.
Okay.
That's fine.
So what are we going to do now? We're supposed to be monitoring from somewhere.
Should I
Yeah,
add
that's better.
Simi's woman?
Okay, until we come on air.
Yes. In
Okay.
case, just
Okay.
in case.
Okay.
Let me see what you have.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, you can stop it. Let's see if I can go live.
From our City Center studios, bringing you the hottest jams on Rhythm 94.
Independent Woman there by Beyonce. I remember Beyonce Knowles. She's this kind of she gives inspiration and all this.
She does.
Yeah,
She does,
you
yeah.
know. Okay, so before the break, we're talking about independent woman. Getting yourself on, even though at the place of work, So I have a life coach, a work coach, a career coach. Like I said, I don't like to refer to her as a motivational speaker, even though she spits fire when it has to do with motivation. And I can really tell that some of your words have really motivated me, even though I thought I'm this kind of person. I used to think, what do you have to say? What do you
What
have
have
to say?
I not heard before?
Exactly. What have I not heard before? But there was a time I was passing through some certain, things, and I just listened to some of your pep talks, your short videos, and I was like, no, you should come on the show and to talk to people who is trying to make ends meet, not even really be the corporate or the white collar job. She may be selling, doing business, and all that. And then she gets to this point in her life where she can't go further anymore. What do you have to say? What do you tell her to keep going?
Thank you, Nikki. I must say that the topic of motivation is quite multidimensional. And for a working woman, like you said, whether in the white collar job or on the streets, the dynamics is different for her when you compare her to a man. Men have run the show for so long. Let's not even go there. But for a woman, it is difficult because one, she's a woman. What makes her a woman is different from what makes a man a man. And the reality of things is that for the longest time, both men and women have gotten comfortable to see more men do things. So in a man's show, so when a woman is coming to the scene, there are already obstacles waiting for her. As a career coach, I also do HR consulting, and I have privileges of, recruiting for companies. And some companies will specifically tell you that they do not want a woman. And not just that they do not want a woman, if when they want a woman, they will give you specifications of the kind of woman that they want. They would either say, okay, I don't want her to be married, or I don't want her to be pregnant, or so many conditions. And the reason why that condition or those conditions are there is because she is a woman. So I must first acknowledge that, woman, if you're going through any form of motivational depression, whatever it is, you are not alone. And we do not take you for granted, because the realities that you face is totally different from what a man faces. And on that note, we can then start looking at the intricate aspects of helping you get out of that state and pushing you onto the place of your superpower, motivational, of course, independent woman. So what I would say to you first, that you are not alone. Thousands of women are suffering the same thing, whether white, black, or blue collar job, whatever that is. And second thing I want to say is that for you to start having a solution to this problem, you must first look inward. And how do you look inward? Ask yourself, what is the reason why I started? Anytime I have the opportunity to talk, I always say the first place to start is inside of you. Many of us are looking for external motivation. Yes, there are external motivation, but it depends on your internal motivation. So why do you do what you do, Yuki, for example? Why do you wake up every morning and come to this place, even though you know you could have been doing something else? You could have been sleeping. Exactly. Why do you do what you do? So you need to get clear on why you're doing what you do. Why are you a trader? Why are you in the marketplace? Why are you in the office? Why are you seeking leadership positions? Why do you want to mentor others? Why do you want to build yourself to become this person that other young women can look up to? So why?
So what you do is trying to make the person find a purpose.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the first step. Because if we can't help you to find your purpose, everything we're going to be saying will be wasted. Because underneath it, the purpose is the foundation. The purpose is the reason why you want to be great or not be great, right? To go ahead and be excellent or decide to be a mediocre. That's the purpose, right? So if we can help you figure out your purpose, I think we're halfway through.
All right. You talked about a woman trying to fit in a man's world.
Yeah.
Now takes me to a toxic environment,
Yes.
toxic work environment. There are some environments that are really toxic. It may be built naturally, or it may be built as a result of the political atmosphere of the workplace. How would a woman deal with toxic environment, and especially when it has to do with sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment. Okay. So interestingly, there was a time that this hashtag was raining, horrible bosses, I think, or toxic bosses. And during that time, everybody started talking about toxicity at the workplace, how that works and everything. And I was surprised, because I went and did the research. 70% of us have either worked in a toxic environment, or will work in a toxic environment, or are currently working in a toxic environment. That is staggering. So for us to just start talking about it because of a hashtag that was trending tells us how unaware we are of these things happening in the workplace. Now, when it comes to toxicity at the workplace, there is nothing anybody can do about it except the company itself.
Really?
So the question of toxicity speaks more to the organization than it does to the individual. Because if I come to work in your organization, I'm going to pick up your culture. I can't come with my own culture. And the only reason why I'll come with my own culture and it will stick is because you don't have a culture. So as an organization, if you are interested in making your workplace functional, and a toxic workplace is not functional at all, it's not productive. At the long run, it will not be productive, because you spend time resolving issues than actually doing
bottling up
exactly. You spend time having to help people, get people say, oh, I don't want to come to work, I'm not motivated, or I don't want to come to work, I'm depressed, or I don't want to come to work, if I come to work, I'm not appreciated, or there's politics in all those kind of things that distracts you from the real goal and juice or meat, if I can say, of coming to work. So toxicity speaks to the organization. However, as a woman, as a woman, if you are in a toxic workplace, I do not advise you to manage it.
Hey.
No,
so
I
what
don't.
do I do if I need to make ends meet?
I do not advise you to manage it. So, like I say, many of us have already worked in toxic workplaces, and we got the most out of our experience. The difference is first identifying the toxicity that is in your workplace. So, if it is sexual harassment in organization is actually played down, especially in this part of the world. We don't see it as a thing. Somebody comes to the office, and gives you a compliment that this is not a compliment.
Mhm.
This guy is objectifying me. And when you approach the guy, he tells you, women say your own is too much. Can't somebody say you are fine again? But no, you are objectifying me and belittling my contribution simply because you think, can I say what I want to say on air? Well,
It's not safe for work. Just play it down.
simply because you think I am a woman and I have certain features that appeals to men. So sexual harassment is not only when somebody touches you in a bad place. It is when they belittle your contributions to the organization simply because they feel you are getting this perks because you're a woman. That is harassment,
Yes,
right?
that's
so
true.
I believe my advice. Let me stay on my advice. My advice to you as a woman would be, first, identify what those harassments are. Identify them. Second thing, do not keep quiet. Many women keep quiet.
Hey, do not keep
I
quiet.
have
Please,
no,
could
no,
you? Yes.
no, do not keep
So
quiet.
who do I tell?
So usually you go to your HR, and going to your HR, if first instance, if it happens first instance, make an oral application or oral notes to them. This is happening, right? The next time it happens, don't make it oral. Document it. Let it be a mail.
That's fierce.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Because this is a workplace. And in the future, when it happens or when it gets to the management, top management, they want to see evidence that you did something about it. Many women who suffer harassment are actually gnashing their teeth now because they don't have any evidence of it. And the evidence would be you reporting it. The person you might be reporting to might be a man, right? And he'd be like,
Exactly.
and he will hush
Yes,
it down.
I wanted to say so. I don't even see how you dress.
Exactly.
Don't you know you are fine?
Exactly. And the person might even be the one harassing you.
You understand?
Right? And that's why I said talk about it first. The next time it happens, report it. But document your report. So make a mail. Do a letter. I would not even make a mail. Or even if I would make a mail, I would do a hard copy letter. So that you can I'm serious. Well, yeah. It comes from being a lawyer, I'm sorry. But then do a mail. Document all those things and keep the records for yourself. Because tomorrow, top management might change, right? If you stay or decide to stay in that place, top management can change. And somebody will be there that considers these things important. So you have a history. I'm like, oh, there was a time that this happened. And this man, I don't believe that he has changed. Do something about it. You have a record to show. Don't just keep quiet. Don't just keep quiet.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Don't just keep quiet.
No.
Okay.
Don't just keep quiet.
All right. Environment and family.
Yeah.
They say environment and family. Family is where you call home. But does it have any positive or negative impact on your career?
Definitely it does. It does.
So how do you play for especially women, married women? You have to manage the home front, manage children, then manage workplace. Together with a man, the man has a family too. Your own colleague has a family. He's not complaining because there's a woman managing that home front, and they're giving both of you the same task and expecting the same expectation, and the same appraisal. How do you manage that?
Okay, so I'm going to break this down into two phases. The first phase will be a single woman because most single women, not all single women, some single women want to get married. So if you are intending to get married and you're a single girl, you need to start considering what your career will look like. Now, this conversation must be had between you and your intending or your future partner. Most women don't have this conversation because they are either afraid that the man will think, I want to be an independent or a career woman and he will not marry me. But if you refuse to have this conversation with that person and you go into that relationship or marriage and it turns out that you really have a flair for building your career, you would be stuck because you would have presented yourself as somebody else to the man and he has accepted you that way. So when you decide to start thinking about something else, you say, but this is not you. Why are you changing? You are changing and the man is not prepared for that. So single ladies out there, have conversations that pertains to your future. It's not everyday ice cream or everyday shawarma. Mention my name. Or everyday cinema. Have conversations, tough conversations that will help you understand or at least curate your career life. Then for those of us that are already married, I'm not married, but for those of them that are married, my best advice is one of the major challenges that faces a married woman at work is her inability to have a firm support at home.
Right.
That's just it. You've even said it during your analysis of a man. A man has a support at home, somebody that takes care of stuff.
Yeah.
For women, we are the one that take care of stuff.
Yeah.
So who gives us that support, right? So the major challenge is that support. So if you are married already and you need that support and your career is something that you want to help grow, you must involve your partner. It's not possible. You have to involve your partner. You have to come up with ways to make it work.
Right.
It's a tough conversation.
Very tough.
But you need to have that conversation,
Yes.
especially if you are intending to pursue. Not every woman wants to pursue a career.
Exactly.
Not every woman, right?
You have to choose one. Can you pursue a career and family
I
at the same time?
I am of the belief that you can.
Can do the two at
Yes.
the same time.
Provided
One won't suffer.
No, I don't think any will suffer, provided you have the right support system.
Okay.
Right? So what we think family and career looks like is that they are independent of each other. They cannot coexist.
Yeah.
They can coexist. And the reason why many women you see out there doing great things, becoming chairman of boards, doing stuff, they have a firm support system. So you need to figure out that support system for yourself. And not one size doesn't fit all. So you have to consider your own special circumstances in relation to what you want to achieve, in relation to your own partner. And I must chip in that women who are interested in pursuing this career and home front must do double as much, which is not attractive.
Yes,
It's not attractive.
Especially when you're married to another career man.
Yes, it's not attractive, but you must be prepared to do double as much if you want it to work. It's not a walk in the park. What some women do is they feel that the man should give them all the support while they're doing the barest minimum. That's not how it works.
It should be give and take.
Exactly. You must be willing to pursue the career path and, of course, do the work to make it work. If otherwise, then there's no point. Just stay at home or just focus on your career. But if you must juggle the two, you must be prepared. Hands on, gloves on, because it is hard work.
Okay, so for women stuck in relationship where probably they didn't talk about it from the onset and the man is not supportive and they just found that good job and they now developed the passion to start building their career, what should they do if they're faced with this intimidated man back at home? Like, you can't take the front seat, or you're going, you may be greater than me. How would she manage that?
I would say, first of all, tread with caution, right? Because sometimes the reason why men feel intimidated by women who want to abandon the home front and pursue a career is because they do not quite understand how it will affect them, how the outcome will affect them. So tread with caution. There's no point making the man feel like he is an opponent. That's what most women need them feel.
Thank you.
Your man is not, especially your man, he's not an opponent. So tread with caution. If you lay all your cards on the table and you discuss with him and you see that he is not budging, the decision lies with you to decide which aspect of your life you want to pursue right now.
Okay.
The decision lies with you. Nobody can tell you what to do. But you need to figure out for yourself, what gives me the most satisfaction? What gives me the most joy? There are women who are completely happy and fulfilled by just staying at home and not doing any work.
Yes.
And those of us that like work, will be like, how?
Oh, do you know it? Because at times you take break.
Yeah.
Like you probably take 1 week leave. And 3 days you're
Yeah,
like,
but I'm tired.
Yes.
Exactly. So you need to figure out for yourself what gives you the most satisfaction, what fires you up, what makes you feel like I have a purpose for living, right? So that's a decision you have to come to. So whether or not the man would only support or refuse to support your own project. But you have to figure out what that project is for you. Are you willing to say, you know what, I've built this family for 10 years, I'm done, and I'm going to let go and pursue something else? Are you going to say, no, I can juggle the both? Let me try and see how this works. Or are you going to say, you know what, I'm going to stay back and wait another 10 years?
Very interesting. She's a moving train. If I allow her like this, she's unstoppable. There's one question I want to ask. And the reason I want to ask that question is I have friends and I have spoken with people who have chosen career over marriage. They are single.
Yeah.
I want to pursue my career, pursue other kind of lives, but I don't want to get married. Tell me, is that normal?
You are asking me to project my own
No,
experiences.
I'm saying, is the dream normal?
No, let
Is
me.
it normal to dream that I don't really want to get married? My satisfaction is just my career and to stay single and happy.
So here's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I'm using myself as an example.
Yes.
You're asking me to project my own experiences, my own insecurities, my own fears, my own concerns on another person's life, which is what most of us are doing. People have the right to choose for themselves what they feel works best for them.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, in our own environment,
no,
we don't live like that.
Mm-mm.
We have been told over and over again that the path of a woman: go to school, get good grades, get a mild job that puts small money on your pocket, and get married, have children, and die.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the plan. I remember one time, some woman gave me my life path.
Yes.
I said to her, she just felt like, okay, since I was dating her son, she just thinks I'm just going to get like a small batcher in front where I'll be selling plastic.
Or you could
so I'll be very close to the
home,
house.
or, yes.
If Junior shouts,
you can quickly go back, or you do teaching work.
Yeah,
no, that teaching work.
That's it's very good.
So that
for teacher.
yes,
Yeah. If I'm too good, I can be a doctor.
Yeah, so that at least you can even the doctor should treat the children and to treat the
nurse.
Yes, and
nurse.
then you see some of them calling you and being concerned.
Yeah.
That, you should even get married.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
You know?
So we have built a system that has already programmed women and the way women should live. So any woman that does not fall into that system becomes a problem.
Yeah.
They look for things that are not wrong and say they are wrong. They look for ways to say, oh, this is not working and it is because this is happening. So if you are out there and you're a woman.
Okay, sorry. I'm sure this call is for you. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? So you should take it easy on the men. Thank you. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from? We'd like to acknowledge our caller. Oh, yes. I deliberately didn't leave the phone lines on because we've not got much time, and I know you have plenty of things to talk about. So, sadly, you just wrap up because we've come to the end of this show.
So, if you are out there and you have decided for yourself what works for you, by all means pursue it. Because there are women that have decided to get married, and 10 years down the line, they are regretting.
Yeah.
And there are those that decided to pursue their career, and 10 years down the line, they are regretting. It can go either way. But please, woman, please, desire what you want and just go for it.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. We can't take any more call, but let's just try to take this call. Yes, there's something that keeps me going again on the talk office.
Yeah.
There's this pep talk book or something that they launched.
Probing cards.
So how does it work?
Basically the probing cards, I decided to include the probing cards into our daily activities.
Yeah.
I figured, why not have something that reminds you of what you're motivated about?
Okay.
And how to go and achieve those things.
Yeah.
So the card is a 52 card deck, one card for each week, that has a motivational statement. It's an actual card, it's not an e-copy stuff. So you can actually move with it, say out the motivation out loud. And besides that, after motivating yourself that I'm going to be rich, the probing question asks you, what are you doing to be rich today? So you can now start taking action towards your goal. And the final step is a weekly to-do list that helps you figure out what you want to achieve at every point in time.
I think I'll need that because I'm a chief doctor procrastination. People who procrastinate, you give me
the chairman.
I am the chairman procrastinating council of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Right. Thank you so much, Barrister.
My pleasure.
Njama Njuara.
Thank you so much. No, you did great.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you for coming early. I'll give that to you. I bring a bell if I have one. Founder, CEO of the Talk Office.
Thank you so much.
At the Talk Office, right?
Yes, at the Talk Office. On Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.
I really like it, so I just quickly go in the morning, check the Talk Office. What's the motivation for today? What's the motivation? All right, thank you so much. And thank you for our caller. Sorry we couldn't take so much calls today because she had a lot of. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
Divine me. Nelson, our technical assistant, a beautiful girl. And also Femi Obanibi, aka DJ Lamborghini, and also Jane Okonkwo. Victory. Gifts. Yeah, thank you also. It's Women Voices on Rhythm 94.7 FM, and I remain at Atinuke Nukay. Join us same time next week. Thank you. Bye bye.